Hello, Jane. It's so
Hi,
good to see you today.
it's good to see you again.
Before we get started, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and what's going to happen here. My name's Jen, like we discussed on the phone, and I am a counselor in training. That means I'm not a certified counselor. So, this is a mock session. We can talk about real things if you need to, but this is going to be recorded and used for training purposes. And I wanted to tell you that if you talk to me about something, it's going to be confidential, meaning I'm not going to talk to other people about this outside of our relationship, except my supervisor, who, if there's a problem that I can't solve and you can't solve, we can't solve together, we're going to have to discuss it with, or I'm going to have to discuss it with my supervisor, but she will not discuss it with anybody else. That being said, the only reason that I would have to break our confidentiality is if you indicated to me that you wanted to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. Do you understand what I'm saying?
hmm
Okay, can you repeat back to me what I just told you?
If I everything's confidential unless I'm going to hurt myself or somebody else.
Okay, good, good. Okay. So that being said, I wrote in my notes that you were coming in because you were suffering from some depression. You were feeling down. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about how you're feeling? What makes you think you're depressed?
Well, um, I don't. I seem to sleep a lot. I
Okay.
don't have any energy. I don't have any interest in life.
Okay. Can you tell
I
me more about what you mean by you don't have interest in life?
I've isolated from all my friends and family. I don't participate in events that once brought me joy or were
Okay.
fun. I spend all my time alone.
Okay. So you don't have contact with other people outside?
Not unless I have to.
Okay. Tell me about that.
I just don't do that.
Okay.
uh,
So you don't like you, do you have a job?
yeah, I, I work remotely, so I don't have to see people in person, which actually is a relief for me.
Okay. You just don't like to interact with people normally, or is that just because of your depression?
Mm, it takes a lot of energy out of me
I
to
understand.
do
Yeah.
that.
I think we can all agree that dealing with people can be very energy draining sometimes. Yeah,
Mm,
but when it gets to be to the point that you don't want to have anything to do with somebody, then it's obviously a time for you to seek therapy and figure out what's going on. Depression can have lots of causes. Do you have any idea what might have happened in your life to cause you to have some depression or to feel depressed?
Um, well, I've always been sort of a low energy um, kind of person. Maybe I've been depressed my whole life. I don't know, but it just seems like it's more difficult to summon the energy to participate in life.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever been diagnosed by a doctor, an MD, or
When
another
I was
therapist?
younger, yeah,
You
yeah,
were? Okay.
yeah, yeah,
And how was that treated?
with medication. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Do you remember what kind of medication you were on?
um, I can't remember the name of it.
Was it like an SSRI? Do you remember
Yeah,
that? It was an
yeah. I
SSRI.
think it began with an L. Is there one that begins with an L?
There's a Lexapro.
No, it
Does
wasn't
that
that.
sound?
I can't remember the name of
Was
it.
it lithium?
No,
Maybe.
no,
Okay.
I
Okay.
can't remember it. Sertraline,
Sertraline? Okay.
sertraline, whatever that is.
I think that's an allergy drug, but
No, it was an antidepressant, I think.
okay.
But anyway,
I'm going to write that down and see if I can find out more about that. Okay. Um, so how did that help you? Like, how did you feel when you were on the antidepressants? Did you feel
Mm,
less depressed?
I guess maybe I took it for like 25 years or so,
Wow.
and then I
Okay.
stopped taking it
Okay. Was it recently that you stopped taking it?
a few years ago.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And after you stopped taking it, did you start feeling more depressed right away or did it take a while?
No, I didn't notice much difference. I stopped taking it because every time I took it, it hurt my stomach.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
just all of a sudden, so I just stopped taking
Okay. So
it
you didn't have.
Over time,
Okay.
tapered off.
Oh, you tapered off. Oh, that was smart. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Were you working with your doctor when you tapered off of that or?
Not really. I just read about it and knew that I needed to not do that very abruptly.
Okay. Would you be open since you're feeling depressed to going back on something like that or?
It's not my first preference.
Okay.
I don't. I'm not good at taking pills regularly. I forget, and
Gotcha.
I just don't like
Okay, so
doing
you
it.
want to stay off of the drugs. That's why you've
If
come to
I, yeah,
therapy.
if I can.
Okay. Okay. I understand. So let me see if I'm following you. You were on an SSRI for 25 years or so, and you got off a few years ago, and you just recently started feeling depressed again.
I think so.
Okay. But you said you've always felt like a little bit like your low energy, kind of depressed mood,
I think it's just my nature.
your nature. That's okay. It's okay to be like that too, if you're kind of there's people that are real high energy and there's people that are low energy and there's nothing wrong with being that. But if you feel sad and you feel like you've lost interest in doing things that you used to like to do, and that you're losing interest, like you said, in life, then it's definitely time to investigate something that can help you. So, and there is talk therapy that can help you with depression as well. Um, so we're going to work on, since you don't want to take drugs, we're going to work on finding a solution through talk therapy. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know? Let me ask you this, a big question. Do you know what is causing your depression? Is there something that's happened recently? Because you said you've been okay for a few years, but only recently you became depressed again.
Mm, gosh. Well, I just turned 65 and
Yeah, it's a big milestone.
lost some friends recently, and you know,
Yeah. That.
feel like what's the from this point on, what's the point?
Hmm. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's hard. Those milestone birthdays can be depressing, especially when you get up there in age. So tell me about your friends that you lost. Were they people that you were really close to?
Yeah, yeah, very close friend. My best friend passed away.
Mm,
Um,
I'm so sorry.
yeah,
That's
and
heartbreaking.
um, yeah, so a couple of close friends passed away
Was that recently?
in the last couple of years.
Last
Yeah.
couple of years? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you dealt with the grieving? Have you been?
Hmm. Um, I cried a lot, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Sad, quiet,
Do you
sad.
still feel like you're grieving them when you think about
Well,
them?
sometimes it causes me to cry unexpectedly in
Hmm.
strange places and times.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Yeah. Well, there's no like golden rule for grieving. I mean, some people grieve a short amount of time and then they can move on and relive the happy memories easily. Some people it takes a lot longer, and that can be a cause of depression as well. So, But so I'm gonna write that down. Lost friends. Okay. What about work? Do you feel depressed about your job? Is that going okay?
It's not very interesting. I sort of am on cruise control, and I don't particularly find it fulfilling, but it pays the bills. And at my age, it's not like I could start over
Yeah.
with something new.
So what do you do, if you don't mind my asking? What is your
I'm
job?
a middle manager,
Middle manager?
I guess you'd call me.
Yeah. Okay. And what industry do you work in?
Tech?
Tech industry. Okay. Gotcha. Do you like working in tech?
Not really.
Not really. That can cause some depression too, huh? Like if you
Mm.
really are not just happy. If you thought of something that would maybe make you happy that you could do career wise, if you could have like a total career change. Let's say you go to bed, you wake up, and when you wake up, you're in a totally new career and you have a totally new life and you're totally happy. What would that look like?
Mm. Well, I'd have to be a lot younger because I'd like to teach scuba diving and live in a little hut on the beach in a tropical paradise.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
But at my age, it would be a hard thing to pull
You never know. You look like you're in good shape.
off.
I mean, to me, you look like you're in good shape.
Not quite.
Mm. So you said, how's your health?
I have some issues that I have to attend to regularly, but nothing life threatening.
Okay. You say issues. Is there anything that like are you in pain?
Yeah, I'm in pain all the time.
Pain. Okay.
Bad arthritis.
Oh, arthritis. Okay, that can also, let me write that down. That can also cause you, if you experience a lot of pain, that can also cause depression. So, how are you dealing with your pain?
Well, I smoke pot and drink wine a lot.
Okay, sounds like good
Those
solutions.
things
Yeah.
take the edge off the pain, but probably contribute to my depression too.
Yeah, they are both depressants. Yeah.
Mm.
So, do you feel like that's a problem for you, the drinking and the smoking pot? Or do you feel like you
Well, I
have that
guess
under
if they're
control?
making me more depressed, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's something to talk about for sure. Have you talked to your doctor about that? Your MD?
No.
That might be something you want to discuss next time you go in. Like, just, see if maybe what they think
Yeah.
about it. Um, I think that's how a lot of people handle pain and depression. So, do you take any kind of like Advil or Tylenol or anything for your pain? You
Yeah.
do? Does
Yeah.
that help?
Sometimes.
It does. Okay. Well, that's good. But you're not on a regular routine?
Not really. No.
Really? Okay. So you told me that if you could have the ideal job and be in the ideal situation, you'd be on a beach, living in a hut, teaching scuba. That sounds amazing. Any country in particular?
Not really. No.
Yeah.
Um, no, it's simple and easy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's about all the time we have for today. I'm so glad you came in, and I look forward to meeting with you again. Are you open to doing this maybe weekly?
Sure.
Okay. I think we can come up with some good solutions.
Okay.
So, in the meantime, I would like to give you some homework,
Okay.
and that is I want you to come up with a list of 5 things that, if you had the ideal life, would make you happy.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you, Jane. It's so nice to meet you.
You.